Right, all right. Shalom, shalom. Like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Aquat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson is edifying. The brother Shuab Mawan back at you with another lesson. And it's Lunch Break Spirit, Volume 1, which I actually used to do Lunch Break Spirits, but um that was on my old channel that got terminated. So I figured I'd just start all over and bring it back from Volume 1 again, since I pretty much lost all those videos. All right. But going into the Lunch Break Spirit, wanted to bring out title was All Tyranny. All right. Is ran through give me a second. All tyrannies rule through fraud and force. Okay. And going into what? Tyranny goes into let's grab that, the oppression of the government, basically. I'll give you the direct definition is cruel and oppressive government or rule. All right. It also says as similar words, reign of terror, fascism, which Apostle Gabar always goes into that. Okay. Matter of fact, let's go into that word fascism. It says an authoritarian or nationalistic right-wing system of government and social organization. All right, because that's what these these devils are. Right, they're cruel and very you know uh, oppressive system, right, towards the people. All right, but it also said, oops, Salakia. It also says suppression, repression, okay, enslavement, showing you that we are still, under captivity, man. Harshness, strictness, cruelty, brutality, ruthlessness, injustice. Yeah, because that's what this place is this place is filled with injustice. All right, there's no justice being served out here. Why? Because these damn devils are in rulership, man. When the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But we're constantly mourning because we're in an oppressive state. Okay, absolute power. Yeah, because that's what these devils have. Absolute power. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay. Um, it says cruel, unreasonable, and arbitrary use of power or control. That's what these devils do, man. They take advantage of their power that they have. All right. As a matter of fact, let me bring out a precept for that. This is Micah. This is Micah 2, and I believe 1 it is. Yeah. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. You see, because it's in the power of the hand. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So they have the control, total control of doing whatever the hell they want. All right. And basically what I wanted to go into is this little, the brother at my camp on Saturdays, brother Arshiarba, he let me take a screenshot. He sent it to my phone, actually. And it was a little saying by, let me grab it real quick. It said R1 Gambler. It says, and this was, I guess it was it must have been it had to be like a Twitter or something. It said all tyrannies rule through fraud and force. All tyrannies rule through fraud and force, but once the fraud is exposed, they must rely excessively on force. And I guess the person that they had quoted was Orwell. And it's crazy because it's spiritual, because the likes on it was 666, 666, showing it as that is wicked, man. It's all spiritual through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH'S. So let's break that down. You know, the first sentence: all tyrannies rule through fraud and force. All right, these oppressive governments, these systems, they rule through what? Through fraud. All right, because everything they do is fraud. Everything they do is a lie. Everything they, you know, they have an agenda behind it. You know, it's much more bigger than what the hell they telling you. And you know, they constantly tell you lies, and the bigger the lie, you know, the more the lie becomes worse, to the point where these damn devils even believe their own lies, man. Okay, but it says through fraud. All right, so you know, let's look that up real quick. I believe there is. Yeah, this is Psalms 10 and 7. It says his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. All right. And that's what's underneath this damn devil's tongue, mischief and vanity. All right. His words were smoother than butter, but in his heart it was war. You know, he always got a certain type of mischief behind him, because that's all they think about is mischief at the end of the day. Okay. Salakia. I don't understand why I ain't got no internet on this side. All right, but whatever. Um, you know, let's just say let's go to 6. It says he has said in his heart, as 4, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not to know his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. All right. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Okay, let's jump to a quick precept from that. All right, this is Proverbs 4 and 14, actually 16. And it says, for they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. All right. See, that's exactly what this devil's about, man. Straight violence, mischief. All right, causing people to fall on a daily basis. You know, he was given the power of the sword. He was given that power to take peace from the earth. All right, so he's gonna always be in that state of mind, man. There's nothing that can ever come. All right, this is 58 and 3. It says, I'll start at 2. It says, yeah, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. You see, this is them speaking that fraud constantly. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth the Salakia, that stoppeth her ear, which will not hear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. All right, and this is why we constantly tell you over and over what this devil's about. And if your ass don't listen, man, who's gonna pity a charmer, man? That was bitten by a snake. Let's grab that real quick. All right, we're constantly telling you what this devil's about and what he's about to do. He's gonna come down on us with great wrath. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus 12 and 16, I'll grab it from. Matter of fact, I'll start up a little bit. Let's start at 10. It says, never trust. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, all right, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he has overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, and any such as come nigh wild beast? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? You see? So when this shit hit the fan and your ass run to Egypt for help and all that, and your ass ends up getting the worst outcome out of it, we're not going to feel bad for you, because we constantly told you not to trust thine enemy, man. We told you that this devil was nothing but deceitful, fraud, mentality, man, destroying our people. They have said, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel being no more in remembrance. So that's what they're going to constantly have in their mind, man, to destroy you. All right. So going back into this, let's jump into 16. It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his hand and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. See? And this is why you cannot, listen to this damn fool, man. And then what was about to happen is, here it is, they're prescribing. Let's grab that. Isaiah 10:1. And it says, woe unto them. Salakia. Why don't I have internet right now? The heck? Oh, you know what? Let me see something. Yeah. There you go. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, that write grievousness, okay, which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. All right. And what will ye do in the day of visitation, and the desolation which shall come from far? To whom will ye flee for help, and where will ye leave your glory? All right. So at the end of the day, they're going to come with them unrighteous decrees. You see, that's them going, that's that tyranny that they're going to bring with fraud. And let's read that one more time. It said what? It said, all tyrannies rule through fraud and force. And they're going to go into unrighteous decrees. They're going to go into draconian laws, where everything's going to be harsh, things that you never thought, they will come out with. The Lord is going to show you this devil's horns, man, at the end of the day. And you got to be prepared for it. You got to be on top of it. You got to be ready, all right, to expect them to come with it, and for you to expect yourself to put your trust in YAHAWAH'S at the end of the day. Okay? It says, I'm going to read it again. All tyrannies rule through fraud and force. So we know this devil's all about lies. Speaks lies. All right? That's the fraud and force. All right? Yeah, they're going to come with much force, all right, to destroy our people. Revelations 12:12. Okay? It says, this is 12:12. Yeah, I was just seeing what else I could bring out. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. You see? And that's going to be the force. Because what did it say after that? After the fraud is exposed, all right? All they can use is force, because the Lord is exposing this devil left and right. Okay, let's grab that. This is Jeremiah 49 and 10, and it says, come on. This is Jeremiah 49 and 10, and it says, give me 1 second. Let me take off. You know, I ain't going to do that. This is going to mess up my whole thing. This is Jeremiah 49 and 10, and it says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to abide himself. Salaki, he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled in his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Okay, so the Lord has made Esau bare, okay, to the point where he can no longer hide himself, because that's what was going to happen, man. You were going to be exposed. All right, let's grab this is Isaiah 47 and 1, and it says, come sit down in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. All right, meaning come sit in confusion, man, because that's what represents dust, confusion. All right, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground, there is no throne. The daughter, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind mill, unlock the covers, Salakia, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. And that's what? Meaning that the Lord is exposing this devil. All right. Matter of fact, on the NLT, it says, take heavy millstones and grind flour, remove your veil, all right, and strip off your robe, expose yourself to public view. The Lord is exposing this devil to the public, all right, to us, all right, on what this devil's really about, showing his horns. It says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. You see? So your shame is pouring out of your, seeping out of your pores on a daily basis, because that's what the Lord said that will happen in these last days, man, even to the point where their own tongue is falling upon them, you know, of what their agenda is, of what's to come. You know, their own, even these Edomites know what time it is, man. Okay, let me grab 2 Thessalonians. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 10 and 8. I'll start from. It says, and then shall the wicked be revealed. And how is the wicked going to be revealed? Through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, through his mouthpiece, the prophets. All right, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. Okay, let's jump real quick into Hosea 6 and 5. All right, and I know my phone's about to die on this. 6 and 5, and it says, therefore have I showed them by the prophets, I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgment are as the light that goeth forth. For I desired mercy and not sacrifice. That was the point. So the Lord is exposing by the prophets. All right, and what did the Lord say in Luke 2 and 12, man? There's nothing hid. All right, Salaki, not 2 and 12, 12 and 2. Luke 12 and 2, and it says, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in closets shall be proclaimed up on the housetops. You see? So everything that's in secret, man, is done behind closed doors. All right, the Lord is going to bring it out and expose it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay, going back to 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and lying and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Okay, so the Lord is showing you that he's going to, you know, expose them and consume them with the spirit of his mouth, the prophets. And that's what we do on a daily basis, man. This is why we're constantly being watchmen, all right, watching what's happening on a worldwide scale, and then we filter it to the scriptures to you, and that's how you're able to know what time you in, man. The Lord said it's high time to awake out of sleep, for now is salvation nearer than we believe. All right, the son of perdition is being revealed right before your face, man. The great wrath, all right, is about to come upon us. Let's go back to that saying, all right, all tyrannies rule through fraud and force, but once the fraud is exposed, they must rely excessively on force. And this is why they're about to give you that, the draconian laws, all right, prescribing them unrighteous decrees, you know, because that's all this devil has left, basically, at the end of the day, man. You can't you can't make this shit up, man. And he's about to come down on us with great wrath. Okay, because he knows that he has but a short time. His days were numbered. Okay, he has bounds that he cannot pass. And if he doesn't make a move, it's almost like if his time, he feels like his time is going to run out. And YAHAWAH'S is going to harden up his heart and give him them evil thoughts, man, to push forward with his agenda. Because ultimately his pride is what gets in the way. But the pride of his heart has deceived him. You see? Literally. And it's a beautiful thing to see these things happening, man, because we just want to get up out of here already. All right? As a matter of fact, give me 1 second, Salakia. Got to grab this food. Salakia. Okay? So this devil has nothing but a short time. And like I said, he has his bounds that he cannot pass. All right? As a matter of fact, the hypocrite, for, you know, let's grab the, oh man, my phone died. This is Job 20. Wanted to bring something else out. This is 13 and 4. But ye are forgers of lies. Going back to how they're fraud. Everything is lies, man, when it comes to them. You are physicians of no value. All right. We already know that this devil's is not a physician of value. Okay. They're nothing but forgers of lies. Okay. Wanted to bring this out. This is 20 and 5. And Job, it says, I'll start from 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short in the joy of a hypocrite but for a moment? And this is why he has very little time, and he has to make these moves, and he's gonna come down on us with great wrath. Why? Because YAHAWAH'S has exposed them, man. He has let his wickedness show, all right, to those that had the eyesight to see it. All right, and they're ready, and they're ready to destroy. That's why they're gonna come at the men of the Lord, man, because they're angry that we know this truth. Okay, this is but at the end of the day, the Lord is gonna put an end to all that. This is why it tells you this in Job 5:12. It says he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. You see, because when he's at his highest peak, you see, at the sufficiency of his excellency, you see, just like it tells you in 20, it says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reach onto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever. You know, when his pride reaches to the clouds, man, and he think that he got the perish, man, the Lord's gonna lift up that standard on him. All right, and he did. So they're gonna be the Lord gonna disappoint them. All right. As a matter of fact, let me grab 11 and 20 in Job. It says, but the eyes of the wicked shall fail, and they shall not escape, and their hope shall be as the giving up of the ghost. Okay, there's gonna be no escape for this fool, man. The only ones that's gonna be able to escape is gonna be the elites, and the only reason they're gonna escape is because those are gonna be the first fruits that go into slavery. You know, those are gonna be the first fruits of slavery, man. You're gonna be yanked out of your holes. All right, the fishers are gonna be turned into hunters. We're gonna go hunt you down. All right, hunt you down in these rocks and holes that you're hiding in, man. These bunkers. All right, and the space stations, wherever the hell you at. You think you're not gonna be seen, but you're gonna be seen because we're gonna have the spiritual power to see where you at, and you're gonna be taken out of that out of those bunkers. And ultimately, what's happening now is you're being taken out of your rulership, man. You're being taken out of that seat, king seat that you've been sitting on, which that seat was for YAHAWAH'S to begin with. All right. So, going back to what we were saying, man, it has to end in force. This is why we're gonna go into Jacob's trouble. This is why we're going through these, these crazy ass, things that they're trying to bring upon us with, this purge shit. All right, because it's about a whole lot of death. That's that. Let's grab that real quick. This is Revelation 6, and I believe it's 6 and 6. That spirit of death is being brought upon the earth. Okay. Well, let's start from 4 real quick. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. Yeah, because this devil's about what? This devil's all about bringing death, man. He was given the sword. He is death himself. Ishashua, man, wasted away is he. I mean, he's just as good as dead. So because he's dead, he wants to make sure he got everybody else dead along with him. It says, and they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. Okay, and this is going in. Let's go into the 6th verse. I mean, Salakia, into the 8th verse. It says, and I looked and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death. And this is talking and going into Jacob's trouble, man. The whole, death that's about to come upon the earth, the destruction, which is coming from Esau, which ultimately is coming from on high, from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Because the Lord is putting the spirit on this devil to bring death. He uses him as that ass whooping stick, man. It says a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. You see, hell followed with him. Hell is what? A condition. There's no such thing as living in hell. Okay? I mean, well, no, Salaka, we are living in hell. There's no such thing as dying and going to hell in a underground where there's a whole bunch of, fire and a little devil with a pitchfork laughing at you, man. Hell is a condition. So we're about to enter into the worst condition we have ever seen in our life. Even worse than the times of slavery and things like that, man. 2023, I wouldn't doubt it's gonna be somewhere around that type of title, man. The year of hell. Meaning the year of us being put in a fucking condition that's gonna be so uncomfortable, man, that people are gonna be wishing that they were dead, man. And they're not gonna be able to. What it's saying in Revelations 9, they shall seek death and they shall not find it. Just like in the time of World War I, they were trying to seek death with legs being blown off and arms getting freaking blown off. And they wish they were dead, but instead the medics was waking their ass up and keeping them alive, man. Those people wished to die and they couldn't. It's gonna be worse than this time. People gonna be wishing they were dead, man, but not gonna be able to find it because the Lord gonna keep you alive for all that, just to show you and destroy you. You see? It says, and hell followed with them, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword and with hunger and with death and with the beasts of the earth. And when he had opened the fifth seal, that was the point right there. Okay. You see? So to kill with the sword and with hunger and with death. All right. That's why this devil's going to come with that force. Like it says, let's read it one more time. Oh, damn. I don't, my phone died. But it said all tyrannies rule through fraud and force. But once that fraud is exposed, the only thing they can use is excessive force. And that's what's going to happen, man. They're going to have to come with all their power of trying to, you know, knock off Israel from being in the name of, from being a nation, man. That they blot out the name of Israel and they be no more in remembrance. And we keep warning you over and over and over again, telling you the same thing. And no one wants to take heed to the word. And you're going to have to learn the hard way from that. All right. But those that are in the know, those that are ready, okay, we are what? Girded up with this truth. You know, as a matter of fact, let's grab that real quick. Ephesians. See the scripture. Yep. This is Matthew 5:18, and it says, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled, man. All things are going to be fulfilled, man. Beautiful precept. Proverbs 16:4, the Lord has made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Whoo. And they're used for the day of evil, right? But they're also going to be reserved for the day of judgment, man, the day of the Lord's wrath. All right? Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakatah to the sister on the comment board. All right? So, what was I going to grab? Did I just lose my train of thought? Yeah, I believe I did lose my train of thought. You know what? I'll just bring out this. This is Second Ezra's. Second Ezra's. You know what? Let me bring this out actually before I forget. This is Psalms 64. Psalm 64 and 2. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Yeah, which was also said that it was also said in Psalms 13 and 17. All right, or 17 and 13. Yeah, I think it's 17 and 13, which I'll grab it real quick. So I'm right here. This is 17 and 13. It says, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, which he will. Cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. And we know who the wicked is, because when you go to Malachi, all right, 1 and 4, it tells you who the border of wickedness is, Esau. And that's who the Lord has indignation for forever, you see? Shalom, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Barakatah to the brother Daniela. All right. Now going back to 64:2, it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. You see, that insurrection, man. That great wrath that the devil's gonna come by with, man. With being madmen sparing none. That's that force, that accessible force that they're gonna have to use because their fraud has been exposed. Okay. It says, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. And who's the perfect? Us, the Israelites, the elect, man. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them in the heart is deep. You see? And this is how they know that how they're able to make that move, okay, upon us, because they make a diligent search. They're constantly in the know of what Jake is going to do, man. Constantly in their thoughts. And that's why ultimately they want to put that, you know, that Rice Krispie treat in you, because that's going to be the ultimate way to tap into your thoughts and tap into every single thing that you do. Okay. Matter of fact, let me grab this before I forget too. This is let me bring this one out real quick. This is Proverbs, Proverbs, 2nd Ezra's 15:5. Behold, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, I will bring plagues upon the earth. All right, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. You see? And that's what the Lord is going to bring through this devil, man. All right, a whole lot of death, famine, okay, destruction. That's that force because of them being exposed they're coming with. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 2. This is the way the wicked thinks. The wicked thinks in this type of mentality, man, on a daily basis of how to destroy our people, how to oppress us even more and more. Okay, it says, let us oppress the poor righteous man, let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged. Let our strength be the law of justice. Yeah, see, the law of justice, the unrighteous decrees, the draconian laws, the system that they have set up against us that's made for us to fail, man. This fucking constitutional right bullshit, which none of us, all right, can actually use that constitutional right, man. That constitutional law, the rights were written for them to use against us at the end of the day. You know, you had what's his name? You had George Bush told your ass it was just a piece of paper to wipe your ass with. It ain't meant for you, you know, for the Americans that live here in America, man. It's meant for the government to use it against you. Okay? It says, let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not of our turn. He is clean contrary to our doings. Yeah, because we're opposite of this devil, man. We hate wickedness, man. We're trying to live in righteousness, and he's the total opposite. He hates righteousness, but wants to live in wickedness and wants you to follow right behind him. Okay? It says, he upbraideth us with our offending the law and objected to our infamy and the transgressions of our education. Yeah, because his education system sucks. There's nothing you can learn from this devil but wickedness. All right? It says he professes to have the knowledge of Yahweh, which we do, okay? Because we were given that gift. And he called it himself the child of the Lord. Yeah. Our spirit beareth witness that we are the children of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. He was made to reprove our thoughts. And this is why this devil hates it. And this is why this word is powerful, quick and powerful, like a two-edged sword. Why? Because it's there to get into the intents and the thoughts of man, break you down to the bone. So we're here to reprove your thoughts. To reprove you means to correct your ass, man, to expose your wickedness. And again, what did it say? All tyrannies rule through fraud and force. But when the force is exposed, when the fraud is exposed, they have no choice but to come with excessive force. Okay? It says, he is grievous unto us, even to behold, for his life is not like other men's, his ways over another fashion. Yeah, we're no longer walking in the ways of Babylon the Great. We're walking in the ways of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. Yeah, the counterfeits don't even know where to begin. Culture vultures, man. Sitting here trying to say that they the true men of the Lord, man, and that they the real Jews and all that. That's counterfeiting, man. Straight lies right there. He abstaineth from our ways, yeah, as from filthiness. We stay away from those ways. He pronounces the end of the just to be blessed, and it is going to be blessed. Because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to be there for those that was there for him, all right? That fed Yahushua, that clothed Yahushua, that gave him water when he needed it, that visited him in prison, you see, like the scriptures say. So the Lord going to be there for us, okay? And it says he pronounces the end of the just to be blessed and maketh his boast that Yahweh is his father. And that is our power, man. If it seemed wrong, all right, to this day, which Bubba could show, if a brother could put that scripture up, all right, put that scripture up where it says, I think it's in Joshua. If it seemed evil to serve our power to this day, go and serve the gods that you worshipped on the other side of the Amorites, or something like that. Let me see. I think it's in Joshua 24. I don't have my phone because it died, that's why. But I think it's in Joshua 24. Yep. The water Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. It says 24 and 14. It says, now therefore fear the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua and serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your father served on the other side of the flood and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord. All right. And at the end of the day, putting away these gods is putting away Esau, because the God of this world has blinded the minds of them, all right, that believe not at the end of the day. So you made Esau your God. All right. You following after the money and wanting to be rich and all that shit. That's you following after Esau, your God, because that's what Esau's about. There's many ways of you serving different gods, man. It doesn't have to be an actual deity of something, man. It says, and if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord Yahweh, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your father served were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So that's what we're going to serve. We're going to serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua at the end of the day. And to water Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua for giving us that faith, man, that gift of believing. We can easily be like the rest of these people that don't believe shit, have not a clue of what's about to hit them. So going back to Wisdom of Solomon, all right, 2 and 16, he pronounces the end of the just to be blessed and maketh his boast that Yahweh is his father. Okay, let us see if his words be true. Here goes the force. Here goes the force of this devil. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of Yahweh, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Let us examine with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. You see, this devil's coming with that force to test Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man, to test the men of the Lord. And the Lord is going to allow it, because his own pit is going to return upon his head, man. As a matter of fact, it tells you that when you read down. Yeah. Let me keep reading. Let us condemn him with a shameful death. By his own saying, he shall be respected. Such things they did imagine. That's what the Lord is telling basically Esau. Such things you did imagine to do to my people, man. Because he that touches the apple of his eye, man, you're in trouble. Okay? It says such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness has blinded them, man. Here it is, you blinded the world, right? With your sorceries, your witchcrafts, all your bullshit. But here it is that the Lord has had you in a trick bag the whole entire time, just to destroy you. You were created just to be destroyed, just like the brother had put on that precept, man. All right? The evil was created for that, you know, the wicked was created for that evil day. The wicked is reserved for the day of judgment. You see? It says, as for the mysteries of Yahweh, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned the reward for blameless souls. For Yahweh created man to be immortal, and made him in the image of his own eternity. So here it is that you don't even realize that the Lord, and you do know it too. This is why you hate us so much, because that was supposed to be your blessing. That was supposed to be your birthright, but it wasn't. Call Elohim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah for that, man. But we were supposed, we're going to be the ones that live in immortality. Okay? You're going to die every single day in the kingdom normally, man. And you're going to have to serve for 1,000 years. And after that, be disintegrated off the face of the earth while all these other heathen nations go back to their rightful lands. Okay? Hot today. Damn. Or it could just be the spirit, the fire. All right. So, you know, pretty much the point on that. Let's see what brothers got here. Yep. Isaiah 59:19. Yep. The Lord's going to lift up that standard against them at the end of the day, man. All right. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. All right. With that flood, like what? The flood that's going to be being like madmen spare none. The Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them, man. Okay. Let's grab Psalms 10:9. It says, he lieth. Let me see if he went up. I knew it. This is 10:8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places does he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. Yeah. Again, that force. And they do that now. They've been doing that forever, man. Going to a neighborhood and you got this damn fucking devil will sit behind 100 trees, man, just to get Jake. Run your whole plate when they get behind you and they know you're Jake. They won't mess with you if you were Edomite or any of these other nations. It says he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He does catch the poor, and when he draweth him into his net, he croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. You see, because he's slick, man. He's all about that deceit. All right. He has said in his heart, Yahweh has forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. And you will never hide from the Lord, because the eyes of the Lord is upon the sinful kingdom on a daily basis, man. Always watching everything you're doing, man. Beholding the good and the evil. Okay? That's the spirit. Brother put up, Daniela was on point with that. Yep, this is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was there since a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. The book of what? The book of life. All right, you want to be written in the book of life. You don't want to be in that book of judgment, man, where you're going to be destroyed. And if you get destroyed before the time of Yahawashi, man, you're going to be raised up again just to see Yahawashi's coming to be destroyed again. Take a whole damn missile, man. You want to be written in the book of life. Lord willing, we are, which is all preordained, predestined from the beginning, before the earth and the foundations was even set. Okay? The story was already made of how it was supposed to come to play. We just got to play our lots. All right, so that time of trouble is right around the corner. Okay. Yep, this is Psalm 17:8. All right, keep me as the apple of thy eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wings. You see, we want to be protected by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Because we are the Lord's peculiar people, his valued property, his valued treasure. All right, so again, man, that time of trouble is about to come upon us. Why? Because, let's say it again, what the Twitter message was what? It said, all tyrannies rule through fraud and force. But when the fraud has been exposed, they have nothing left but to come with excessive force. All right, when the fraud is exposed, they have to come with excessive force now. And that's what's about to come down on America, man. Great wrath, because the devil has a very, very short time. And that time is getting shorter and shorter every minute, every second. All right. Months is turning into weeks. Weeks is turning into days. Days is turning into hours. Hours into minutes. Minutes into seconds. Okay. So, hey, I'm going to end it off that way. Off the lunch break spirit. All right. Eat my food. Take my ass right back into this plantation. All right, but Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, call Haloyim La Yahawah, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Aquat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. The water for tuning in, the water for the scriptures. Keep fighting the good fight of faith, enduring as good soldiers of Yahweh Shai. You sisters keep enduring, all right, in the faith also. All right. And I'm gonna read this last precept. Psalm 60:11. Give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man. You see, we want help from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, not wanting help from Esau, man. All right. So with that being said, Shalom.